Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. This is our first episode, episode 0. This is the TheSaltCast. I'm the host, Alex, with Bert, also known as Ryan, and Sebastian.
Hey.
If you guys wanted to say hey. This is our first introduction podcast, so we're kind of just going to go through and explain like why we wanted to do this, what the podcast is about, and that kind of thing.
It's like a channel trailer.
Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it. Kind of like a little trailer. So we kind of just had the idea of making this podcast to talk about whatever it is that we're interested, kind of like in like the entertainment news, sort of like genre. That's what we have the podcast listed as of right now, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to talk about that too.
I just figured, like, a lot of the times we kind of like focus on a few main things, games, movies, and TV shows, and like it's something we talk about a lot of the time anyways, so we figured why not just make like an activity out of it, just have some fun.
Yeah, something fun to do. We do it anyway, and everybody else in the world has a podcast, so
might as well record it.
Jump on it.
Yeah, right. And it like guarantees that we get together like semi-regularly instead of just not
Randomly,
talking.
Yeah, we plan on uploading bi-weekly every Wednesday or every other Wednesday.
Yeah.
I should say.
Yeah.
Plus, Bert is known for his wild opinions. At least in our group, we think they're wild. So hopefully other people think. What if we find out that actually Bert is the only one with normal opinions, and then
that would
this
be
whole time
pretty crazy.
We were just insane.
Throughout our entire childhoods, we just realized that he's the one that's actually been right. Yeah. I really doubt that that's going to happen because he has like the most outrageous opinions I've ever heard.
Could you imagine Bert? Like, he would never let us live it down.
Yeah. That'd be the one thing I finally have on you guys.
That would be awesome.
Did we say what it is like specifically we're talking about? Like entertainment news, movies, games, TV shows, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it, but yes, those are our main.
And I think we kind of all like have like we're more into like the comic book like movies type of thing. So all the Marvel movies, the DC stuff, all the Disney Plus shows, kind of that thing, and then
any games we're
things
playing
that we've seen lately.
So like
anything really relevant that's kind of going on. I think as of this recording, we've just seen Oppenheimer and Barbie, so we won't talk about that.
Oh yeah, we pulled off the
Right,
Barbenheimer double feature.
That was a
we did
hell of a
that
day.
off.
And pizza.
Oh yeah.
So our first actual real episode, we'll probably talk about those.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that'll
that's
be the
kind of an
main
idea,
focus.
a kind of like a sneak peek of like what we're going to be talking about, like whatever's relevant within.
Yeah. Like he said,
pop
we're going to
culture and
focus
things.
on games, movies, and shows. We'll probably like sometimes talk about some other things, but like our main focus.
We can talk about whatever we want. That's the beauty about us starting the podcast. We kind of get the freedom to just do whatever. So
Yeah. I think it'll probably mostly end up being games, but maybe movies too. Like, I don't know. My focus is more games, but I also...
Well, yeah, you have an interest in that. You're more like... You and Bert know more about that.
I'm pretty
No,
into
I think
movies
Bert's
and
like
stuff.
Bert's like the TV guy.
TV and movies.
Yeah, you definitely watch more TV than I do.
Like, I the only TV I really watch is... I don't even know if it counts as TV, but... Like the only shows I've like watched in the last couple years have like mostly been anime, so that's kind of where.
And then
mine
like
are.
me, I've never watched any anime, so we kind of have a good variety of different opinions and different genres to pull from whenever we want to talk about things.
Yeah. And I'd say I'm pretty common ground between everyone.
That's funny that you'd be the common ground, but yet you have the most
Out of pocket opinions.
Well, maybe not. We don't know.
Just say things that are like just don't make any sense.
I mean,
All
to
right.
me, they make sense.
That's what matters.
I get they have to. It has to make sense to somebody, I guess.
Yeah, so that's our reasons for starting it up and things like that. What we're gonna focus on. Bert mentioned the schedule. Every other Wednesday is when we're planning on uploading.
Yeah, I think we kind of hit everything pretty much of what we're about, what we're doing, and kind of what to expect. And like I said, we just pulled off the Barbenheimer double feature thing.
And
so
if anyone's wondering, in the logo, that's Bert in the middle. He's the middle one.
Yeah, in case there's any questions about the logo.
And that's actually a just a selfie.
Yeah,
Or
that's a live photo.
That's
picture.
it.
Yeah, it's a live
that's
photo.
That's a candid pic from the last
This is
time.
my current outfit.
Nothing.
I have the popcorn and the glasses.
So this episode isn't going to be super long. We're kind of gonna. I want to get your guys's. I kind of want to explain a little bit more about each of us, like kind of the things that we're into.
This is our first taste at if Bert's wild or not.
Yeah, this will set the groundwork. So I have written down my top 3 movies, kind of like, I guess they're like my all time, but
Yeah,
my top 3 favorite at this moment, top 3 TV shows,
Yeah.
and top 3 games.
we all got it.
So-
I actually haven't looked at your guys' lists because I wanted.
Yeah, I don't remember your list. I know Bert, you showed me.
I
his,
have
but-
I have one thing that I'm expecting to be on Bert's that I actually think is like worth being there, but besides that, I have no idea what might be on his list. I definitely know what his top show is, though.
All right. That being said, I think we'll save Bert for last.
Thanks.
So Sebastian, you can start it if you want. You can start with movies. We'll do all the movies, and then we'll go.
Okay,
Everybody do their movies. Everybody do their, and so on.
all
Go ahead and
3.
start with your movies. Yeah, give me your top 3 movies.
Any order or
I don't have mine in a specific order. If you have them in top 1, 2, 3, I couldn't put it in that order. I just have top 3.
I do have mine
Flip-flop, change
in
everything.
order of favorite to least.
All right, if you can do that, do it. If not, it's not a big deal.
So here's the thing, though. For movies, a little bit less, but definitely for games, my favorites are not what I consider the best of those categories. They're just like what I prefer.
That's kind of how I did mine too.
Mine as well. Mine are based
Like
off memories.
there are movies that I think are probably better than the ones I have on here, but these are the ones that I like. They hit everything for me.
Okay, that's good. That's kind of why I wanted to do this.
Well, number 3,
All right, give-
I'm going to
give
go
'em
from
to
3
me.
to 1. I'm going to build my way up towards the top.
All right, give it to me.
All right, my number 3. This is a classic back
I'm gonna
from.
write these down so I can remember them.
Yeah, this is a classic from. I say way back, but I mean we're not that old, so I guess not that long ago. But my number 3 is Good Will Hunting.
Okay.
Solid
yeah.
choice.
You've seen that, Bert? I'm surprised you would have seen that one.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I've seen
I
it.
usually watch it
Right,
every
so-
couple years, every 2 or 3 years.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but I do love that movie. Robin Thicke.
Robin
Robin
Thicke,
Williams.
blurred lines.
Robin.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Williams is great in that.
I'm a fan of his work in Jumanji, personally.
Of course you.
In
would.
Jumanji.
That's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's
Batman.
like first real.
They're like in a lot of
Yeah,
movies.
Batman.
They're like boys or whatever, I think.
They're best friends.
Yeah, I don't know much
Apparently.
about the outside of the movies.
They got
stuff.
their start kind of together, so
But
that was their first like major thing.
that's a movie that I really like. I just feel like it's kind of, to me, like I have an opinion that is kind of weird on this, whereas like I have like different classifications for movies. So I have like movies, flicks, and films, and I see them all as different things. Whereas like a flick is something that's just like, oh, that was fun. It was nothing serious. And like a good example of that for me, even though most people think this is bad, I was just like, yeah, that was kind of cool. Was the Mortal Kombat movie. I was like, there was some action in there. It was it's just a flick. It's like you go and it's fun,
That
and
wasn't
then you
a flick.
forget
Easy
about it
to
right
watch.
after. You just forget about it right
Yep.
after. That's what
Yeah.
a flick
I
is.
literally forgot that movie even existed.
Movies, the best thing I can think of for those are like Marvel movies. They're like pretty good. The recent Mission Impossible, things like that. And then films.
Recent Mission Impossible. Was
Good Will Hunting
that was
to
a
me,
great movie.
that's a film. That is a film.
Okay.
Like a master
I
class.
gotcha. That is a good movie. All right, give me your number 2.
My number 2 is Joker from 2018.
That's
Oh,
a good
I
one.
love that movie. That's one of the best comic book movies ever.
I thought it was. I don't. You'll disagree with me on this.
That's a
too,
chef's
but
kiss movie. That movie
I
is
think
great.
that movie is funny.
The build-ups are pretty good.
Like,
I mean, that's a
I
weird
don't
sense
know.
of humor, but I mean, I guess it can
that
be kind of funny.
the quick sidetrack here. I don't know about your guys' favorite scenes from this movie, because this is what I want to know. Mine is when he gets like the shit beat out of him on the subway, and then he chases him down, and that guy's crawling away, and he just unloads into him.
Yeah,
I remember that.
that was a good scene.
I found that so funny.
I like the scenes with his mom. I think all of those are really good.
Those
Joaquin
are like
Phoenix is
those are good,
great.
but those are those are like cringy to me, like in a good way though. I actually love. I
The
love
worst cringe was
that movie
when he
makes you
did his
cringe, but in
stand-up.
a way where it's. Oh yeah, that too.
I
But
love cringe.
The
though.
cringe is intentional though.
Yeah, I'll get back to cringe when we move to shows, but I actually really like cringe things. I think
I'm sure we'll talk about this movie again at some point. But give me your third. What's your? Well, I
My
guess
top?
this is your number one.
my top movie is 8 Mile
8 Mile.
because
The Eminem
I
movie.
yeah I just love Eminem. Like,
You're an Eminem.
as
fan,
far
that's
as
why.
music.
That's a random. I don't think you might be the only person that has that 8 Mile. Well,
He even
It's a
has like
popular-
that
no,
sign
but-
thing.
8 Mile
it is popular.
8 Mile is
good. It's a
considered
good
a
movie.
good movie. Like, it's not like a
It's good.
wild pick. I mean, I know most people wouldn't put it on the top of their list, but pretty much everyone who's seen it is like, damn, that was a good movie.
I like 8 Mile.
8 Mile's good. And then
I enjoyed
you got, it has Captain America.
It does. Anthony Mackie makes an appearance.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of off topic. But
He
did you see
literally- Sorry, go.
Did you see the that like remake of 8 Mile, the one on YouTube?
Oh,
The dude
it's
from
called
Austin and
Bodied.
Ally?
It's called
Yeah, that
Bodied.
one.
That movie's pretty good, too.
Honestly, it wasn't terrible.
I'm pretty sure it's directed by Eminem. Or
Yeah, it is.
produced, maybe. What? I don't know.
I think
like,
the lyrics were wrote by Eminem.
I don't know movies, but Eminem had some role, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm thinking of
wrote
something
the-
else.
From what I recall,
Alright,
he
I'm
wrote the lyrics for the raps scenes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you my movies. I'll do it in the same order as you, so I'll go from 3, 2, 1. So we keep it consistent.
Yeah, go for it.
My number 3 is Forrest Gump. I love that movie. I don't even remember the first time I ever saw it, but I just remember like every scene from that movie I can remember. I remember the beginning scenes when he's a kid with him and Jenny, and then when he goes off to the war and when he comes back. Like Forrest Gump is just iconic, I think. And Tom Hanks is amazing.
Agreed.
I am a big Tom Hanks fan, but like I don't dislike Forrest Gump, but to me it's like one of his middle of the road movies. I know it's like his
I
most
love Tom
popular,
Hanks,
or
and I love him in
it's up
Forrest
there,
Gump.
but
I think
I
Green
like-
Mile. Was that what it's called?
Green Mile is a really another.
That was an
good one.
insane movie.
Captain Phillip.
That's a good one.
That is
a good one too. But yeah, I don't know. I made my list based on the movies that like I just remember. Like
yeah.
That's fair.
they have like special memories, and like,
Yeah, that
I
makes
remember
sense.
watching them at different times. In Forrest Gump, I don't remember the first time I ever watched it. I think I was really young, but
So what about the restaurant?
I remember seeing it. Oh, Bubba Gump,
Yeah. Big fan or no?
good restaurant. It's a good restaurant. I like it.
Bert?
Pretty good.
Not a
Have good
huge
shrimp.
person.
Pretty good shrimp. They better. That's all they got. At least it's the main
My-
thing.
My number 2 is Infinity War, Avengers. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
where I was. That was like the culmination of my entire childhood wrapped into one movie. That movie from Iron Man when I was a little kid, I remember seeing those. And I think, Sebastian, me and you probably saw 90% of the Marvel movies in theaters together.
Yeah. When I was in high school, I like didn't really see as many in theaters. Like there was a period of time, I think it was like after Iron Man 3 up until like Civil War, that I didn't watch them in theaters for some reason. I don't know why. I did eventually see them. Like I think
Yeah, Infinity War. That movie is amazing.
Was
Just the
pretty
culmination of everything all over the last 10 years building up into that moment with everybody all together, and then they cap it off at the end with the snap and everybody loses, and it was like
Then you have to
Never
wait a
seen
year.
anything like that.
That is my third favorite.
And then you
Marvel
had to
movie.
wait. Then you have to wait a year for Endgame, and yeah, I just love that whole thing.
If anyone didn't
my
notice, he's our. I mean, out of us, he's the biggest Marvel. That's like his main thing is Marvel. So
I just know more about those ones than you guys. My number one is Into the Spider-Verse. I love Into the Spider-Verse.
is that the first one?
I think it's one of the best Spider-Man movies ever. It's up there with Spider-Man 2. I think it's better than Spider-Man 2, and then I think probably Spider-Man 2 is one of the best Spider-Man
I
movies.
definitely enjoyed it, but I never really sat down and compared Spider-Man movies.
It just has everything that Spider-Man is supposed to be.
I do prefer Into the Spider-Verse over what's it? Across? Is that what it's called?
It's the best coming of age story of
But
a
is
Spider-Man
part 2 Across?
that we've
Is
seen.
that what that's called, or is it
Across the
Into?
Spider-Verse.
No, Into is the first, Across, and then the third one's gonna be Beyond, right?
I believe.
Yeah. So I like both. I like Into and Across, but like I think Into I do like a little more. I just found it a lot funnier.
Not necessarily even the funniness for me. It's the coming of age story for Miles and the way that he grows into becoming Spider-Man. I think it's like the best representation of Spider-Man, and it represents like anybody can be Spider-Man.
One of the
I think
coolest things in that
pulls
movie
it off better than any other movie.
is how they did the character FPS.
Oh my god.
Like how
Oh
I
man,
agree
the
with that,
attention to
actually.
detail
Yeah,
is crazy. Yeah,
I love analyzing.
You know what's
movies
funny
like
though
that.
is when I actually went to go see that movie in the theater. Oh my god, like it actually hurt my head. Like the FPS was kind of bothering me at the beginning.
There's
I was like, oh
for
my
anybody
god,
that doesn't
it's
know
so,
what we're talking about, the FPS, Miles is his animation style. He's animated in is it 2s? And then the rest of
No,
the
it's
rest of the
not
characters
2s.
are animated in 3s?
What?
Or is it the other way
There's no
around?
way it's 3. It's got to be like 20 towards the end.
I think everyone is like 12, and then like the Spider-Man people are
Yeah.
15,
And I think
Or 20.
he starts out at like 10 or 12 or something like that.
and then
I
the
know
moments in the
standard
movie.
is what, 26, 24 point something.
Yeah.
Is standard movie.
Regardless, he starts off with less frames, right?
He's choppy. He
It's
looks
definitely
choppy in the
not
movie.
He's
Two,
choppy
though.
because
2 would be
he's not
bad.
because he's not fully Spider-Man. So and he's not comfortable being Spider-Man. It's not until he finally accepts and feels comfortable and embraces being Spider-Man that his animation lines up with the rest of the Spider-Man.
Also,
Fluid.
both of the whole series of those have killer soundtracks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great soundtrack, great animation, great story, great Spider-Man story. It checks like all the Spider-Man boxes for me. All right, Bert, give me your movies.
All right. So mine are in no particular order. But we're going to start with number 3 as American Pie. Great movie, I think. It's one of the funniest I've watched. And I've actually just watched it recently for the first time in like the past like 6 or 7
You're
months.
gonna have so much.
So
I already know.
here's my
it's gonna be
question
full
for
of
you.
recency bias.
Yeah, that's
You could've
what I was
watched
gonna
any
say.
3 movies in any order, and that would have been your.
That's what I was wondering. Is all your stuff like just because you saw it recently?
No.
Besides,
There's-
like, I know what your favorite show is already.
Yeah.
I haven't looked, but I'm like,
All right, give me your number, your second one.
So my second one.
Well, hold
How
on.
to
I have a
Train Your-
question.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
it's okay.
you said you just saw American Pie, right? Recently.
Within like the last like year.
Have you seen the whole series, or you just
Yes,
watched?
I've watched-
the first
I watched through them all.
one? Okay.
And
I
saw
also
the
watched
spin-offs.
through them all back in like high school. I did not watch this. I watched one spin-off. What like the doesn't even count as a spin-off. Reunion. I don't think that counts as a spin-off.
No.
Actually.
That's
I
like,
didn't
the
see
last
any
one of the main
spin-offs.
series.
Yeah, I think I just saw.
All right, let's move on.
Favorite
from
character?
Pie.
Is the dad.
Mm-hmm. He is. Funny.
Anyways, moving on.
Give
My
me your
number
second
2
one.
is How to Train Your Dragon. Specifically the third one, but it was kind of hard to pick between all 3 of them.
The third one's your favorite one of those?
Yeah, but I liked how the story ended. I liked
This is an acceptable pick for me.
It
How to
felt-
Train Your Dragon is a really good trilogy.
it felt concluded.
I think I prefer the first one, but yeah, they're all good.
That's a respectable pick.
And then my number 1 is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
No way.
I know.
That's your number one.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
not even
just
gonna
saw
say
that.
anything because I haven't seen it. So
I think it's
Maybe
animated
it's awesome.
beautifully. It looks awesome. The music's pretty good. The story's insane. It's all the villain. It's all just so
The villain-
good.
Is it
The
as
villain is
funny
good,
as
I'll give
Shrek
you that.
2?
It was pretty funny. There was nothing
Because-
like
People don't normally like Shrek 2.
nothing like was like no joke was overdone to an annoying extent.
Yeah, like because the Shrek series, I like 1 and 2, and then
Mhm.
they fell off after that. But I find Shrek 2 to be like some of the top tier comedy of animated movies. So if Puss in Boots is near that, I'll check it out.
Okay.
Some pretty
I
good
wasn't
jokes in
expecting
there.
Puss in Boots. But I'll give you the villain. The villain is really good in Puss in Boots. What's the villain's name? I don't remember. It's the wolf, right?
Yeah, I don't want to say it kind of spoils.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
I don't want
I
to say
just want to
that.
know his name.
I can't say his name
How is that spoiling anything?
because
Let's
it
just
just
move on.
is.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's
Right,
move
it's a
on.
Wolf. All right, let's do TV. So Sebastian, give me.
Okay, fine. So,
Why don't I just start this one?
Yeah, good idea. Go, Bert.
All right, fine, go.
So we're doing TV, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Is yours in order or just random?
Actually, it's happened to be in order, but it wasn't done on purpose.
Okay,
So my number 3 is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
that's a decent pick. I really like that show.
Really good.
Okay.
Love the characters, the world building.
Who's your
Character
favorite? There's
progression,
3
animation.
acceptable choices.
Who's my favorite character?
Yeah, there's 3 acceptable choices. Everything.
I like Sokka. Sokka, Toph, and Boomy. Boomy's pretty good.
Boomy is
Actually, no,
pretty
I
good.
like Uncle
Alright.
Iroh.
I
Sorry.
like that pick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good pick.
My
I
number 2.
yeah. Okay, keep going. No, keep going.
My number 2 is The Magicians.
I haven't seen.
I
it.
don't-
Never seen that, so I
It's
don't
on
know what to
Netflix.
say about it.
It's kind of slow starting off.
I think I watched the first episode and I wasn't that into it.
Yeah, I watched it the first time I started watching it. I tried the first episode, couldn't get into it, so then I gave up. Then I tried it again, and I got through like the first 3 or 4, and then it got really good. And
Yeah,
I stuck with it since.
I'm having a deja vu. I think we had this conversation once, me and you.
Probably.
What's it called? The Magicians?
Yeah. And then my number 1
Check
is
it out.
Doctor Who.
I knew it.
I specifically the new Who stuff, the stuff that came out in like the 2000s. 'Cause I haven't seen
I don't have-
stuff yet.
So-
I don't have much to say about Doctor Who just because I've never watched any of it.
I
so-
don't have anything to say about it as like a full show, but I've seen one clip from it that, like, to me, this clip on its own, without context of the show, was like amazing. Like, I thought, holy shit, that was really cool. And what it was
Gotcha.
was he went back in time, I guess. I don't know the Doctor Who stuff,
Yeah.
but he got Van Gogh and brought him to
Yes.
an art museum full of his art.
His
And
work.
showed him like how famous he was and like how much of an impact he had on the world.
Mhm.
And like that was like some crazy acting I saw in that scene. That was like, I don't even watch the show, and I was like, damn, that was sick.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite episodes. That
Look
you're
up that
referring
scene
to.
Right.
if you don't plan on watching
Give
the
me,
show. That scene was really cool.
Give me your third.
My third.
Or was that
Doctor
your
Who
third?
was my number 1.
Oh yeah, Magicians was 2 and
Avatar was
Avatar
third.
was 1. Okay. I'll go second then. For TV, I don't have as much to say about the TV stuff. They're just shows that I don't watch a lot of TV. So, but anyway, first, in no particular order, I got The Office. I don't know if either of you have seen that. Have you?
I didn't see it all the way through.
Man, you guys got to watch The Office. It is so funny.
I
Steve
guess.
Carell is amazing.
In what?
In in The Office, Steve Carell.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I love him so much in The Office. And then John Krasinski. The whole cast is just really. Everybody's funny. Everybody, like, the whole cast has great chemistry. Everybody's just really good together.
I see more of that show through like clips on TikTok, and what I see is pretty funny.
The Office is iconic. You only see it on TikTok all the time.
I've seen a lot of clips from it. I tried watching some of it, but I don't know.
If you get through the first season, you'll be hooked. I guarantee.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll try it again.
All right, number 2, I have Friends.
Is this in order? I forgot if you said.
It's in no particular order. It's just first, second, third. But I don't like them.
Yeah, it's just a list of 3.
More or
It's
less.
not, like top 3 in order.
But yeah, I have Friends as my number 2. Not as funny as The Office, but it is really funny at times. they don't lean on the comedy as much. There's a little bit more going on between the characters. Not that the Office doesn't have that stuff, but I think Friends kind of focuses on it a little bit more. And Friends is just like, I don't want to say stereotypical sitcom, but it's just
It's a sitcom.
it's like one of the most. Yeah, it is, and it's like everything you want out of one.
I actually like sitcoms.
I love Friends.
So.
You'd probably like Friends, to be honest.
My
only
favorite
favorite
sitcom is How I Met Your Mother.
That's a good
It's
one.
a lot. It's very similar. They're very similar.
They are.
I just get tired of the laugh tracks.
I don't care about that. Anyway, my third one is The Walking Dead.
Oh my
I
god!
kind of had the beginning of The Walking Dead I love, and then kind of towards the middle, like after the Negan stuff, kind of sucks a little bit. And then I think they finished off pretty strong.
Can I say something?
But I've came and went from The
This
Walking
might
Dead.
be breaking news to you. I don't know. Did you see? I think it was last night. They posted a trailer for a Daryl show.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know the trailer came out, but I did know that the Daryl show was a thing.
Yeah. Trailer looks cool. I mean, like I didn't finish the Walking
He goes. Daryl's going to Europe.
Dead. Yeah, that is what happens in the trailer.
Yeah, I won't say anything else because I don't know.
I didn't finish the
last
show,
season, but
so
yeah. Well, Daryl lives now. You know.
yeah. Well, that was spoiled for me by the trailer popping up on my YouTube. So
All right. That's mine. Sebastian, give me your TV ones.
all right.
Somewhat.
My number 3, and honestly, this is like kind of sketch for me because like I like this show, but there's a large section of it that I dislike, and that's Supernatural. I really like Supernatural. I'm gonna try and say this without like spoiling anything because I'm pretty sure Bert's like watching through it right now.
I'm rewatching it.
But there's like season 1 is pretty good. Season 2 hits so hard. Season 2 is like top tier almost of the whole show.
I agree.
Season 3 and 4, well, season 3 kind of slows down, but then it picks up again in season 4, 5, 6, and it's like good. I don't remember like the exact time that it happens, but there's some point where they're fighting the devil, and that whole arc is awesome. And then after
that started for me.
Yeah, after that, it falls off for a while. Then it eventually picks up again and ends pretty good. But the stuff after the devil, it kind of falls off for a couple seasons and then comes back strong.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2, so I don't even think you guys would have heard of this show. Maybe you have, but it's a show called Chinibyo. It's an anime.
I figured your
On the
top 2
brain.
were going to probably be anime.
I almost put that one there instead, but
I'm gonna let you guys talk about this one a little bit because I don't know anything about anime.
well, if I was going to put, I almost put that one that you're saying on there, Bert, but I didn't want to have all anime. But
That's
I ended
fair.
up putting Chinibyo on here just because season 1 of Chinibyo is so freaking good. It's like,
Okay.
wow.
Give me your number 1. We won't get too into them.
Okay.
'Cause I'm sure we'll.
My number 1
point.
is, I consider it one thing, even though it's 2 shows, but Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I mean, I guess technically Shippuden, if I had to pick between the 2, but like you watch it all as one thing.
Okay. I knew that would be your number 1. I know you're.
I
Me
love
too.
Naruto. I'm using my Naruto blanket right now.
Yeah, I'm
I have a
not
Snuggie on.
surprised. And we won't talk too much about that because I'm sure the 2 of you want to talk all Naruto stuff at some point.
I'll be in an episode.
Obito's the best
Yeah.
character.
All right, let's go to games. Let's try and
It's your turn to
these a
start
little
one.
quicker than the last 2. Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So for games, number 1 I have Red Dead Redemption 2. That
Again, no
I thought was
order,
like-
or
Yeah, no order. Just top 3 list. No
Okay.
particular order. But yeah, Red Dead 2. I think that game was one of like the first games I ever played that I was just while playing it would like audibly say the words "wow" and just like "holy crap!" Like this is insane. Just from like how the game looks.
I'm with you on that one. I actually remember when it came out. I think we both got it on release day, and we actually like didn't even know it came out that day. We were like at a Walmart or something, and we're like, why the hell is there so many people here? And then
I don't remember that, but
that's how
I remember I got it and I didn't play it. I didn't play it
that's
for
what I
like
was
a year,
gonna get
and
to.
then I
Longer.
played it.
You played it after I had beat the game. Multiplayer had come out, and I also got sick of multiplayer. Like it had to be 2 years.
Yeah, it was something, and then I played it, and it was like one of the best games I've ever.
Yeah, I
You
was
broke
like-
my Xbox while playing it.
Yeah, I played it so long that the Xbox it could no longer run that game or like any game without exploding.
I played it so long on my original Xbox One.
All right, number 2 for me, I have another open world game, Skyrim. Kind of the same thing as Red Dead. I didn't play it at first when it first came out, and then I went back to it and I was like, "Holy crap, this game's insane!"
I've tried
But
playing Skyrim.
similar experience of Red Dead, except just an older version. Like I playing the game and like the amount of things you can do and the open world part of it and all that. Crazy at the time.
I played Skyrim not right when it came out, but a few months later, because I remember like hearing all the hype about it, and then I saw it in a GameStop, and I was like, "Oh, I'll try this out." I've heard a lot about it, but I actually didn't.
I remember watching you play it.
Yeah, but I actually didn't beat it until the special edition came out. Like when I originally played it on Xbox, I guess I just got distracted with side stuff. I played like probably 100 hours of it, but I just didn't get through the main story until the special edition came out on Xbox, and I was like, how does this game end? And then I went and played through it finally, the main story.
Yeah. My third one, I had to put it on my list because it is just a game that I played as a kid, and that the series as a whole when I was little.
Oh, I know.
But younger.
Me too.
When I was younger, just like influenced me a lot, and that would be Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh yeah, and they never
Assassin's
fell off,
Creed
right?
games.
Yeah, they're still good.
Yeah, let's go with that.
My
Just like
number one
Overwatch.
has gotten worse, I bet.
Let's just pretend it ended with 2. Or I guess it could have ended with Brotherhood. I would have been happy.
4 was
Yeah,
good.
Even Revelations. Yeah, they're all right.
Didn't we play
But yeah.
through Assassin's Creed together? Or at least some of them.
I mean, they're not like. I mean, maybe you watched me play it. I don't know.
The only
That's what I
one,
meant.
not the only one. The first one I played was Unity, and it was trash. So
Unity's better now. Better today. It was really buggy when it came out. All right, Bert, give me your 3.
All right. Starting with number 1. It's BO3 Zombies.
just
BO Black Ops
zombies.
3. But
That's
specifically the
just a
zombies
random
game.
thing.
mode.
The rest of the game's trash. Only zombies.
Is
Yeah,
it
the
because-
rest of the game is shit, but this one little section of it, yeah, I liked it.
That's just what I played. Like, that was my childhood, was zombies.
So actually,
God.
I kind of agree with that part of Black Ops 3 multiplayer wasn't that fun. That was like the first one with like heroes, right?
I believe so, yes.
I think it maybe.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Can't remember.
I just played that. Like, I remember coming home from school.
Okay, your
with my
your
friends.
list is full of nostalgia. Then
Yeah, that's kind of just how I base things
I have
off.
I have these memories too, but I also acknowledge the fact that the game is shit.
No, but it's
I
my favorite.
Think,
not
I think Black
my
Ops 1
best
and 2 are
games.
good.
I mean, Call of Duty's alright. It is what it is, though.
If
This
you
is my
look,
top
if
3
you look
now.
at
Groundbreaking.
Call of Duty, probably Modern Warfare 2 actually is the best one.
And so then
I liked MW too.
my number 2 is Life is Strange, the first game.
Yeah, this is what I thought would be on your list.
Yeah, this game,
I know of the game, but I don't think I've ever.
I just think it has a really good story. I love the music. I love like the atmosphere of playing the game. The art
The
style.
music, I think, is definitely
kinda like
top
a-
tier, yeah.
It's kind of like a Telltale game, right?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
episodic,
it's a little more
your
involved.
choices matter.
though. It's there's a little more gameplay than a Telltale game. But
Give me your third one.
My third one is The Forest.
I've played.
I don't know
that.
if you've heard of it.
I wouldn't put
I've
it-
heard of it, but I don't.
I wouldn't even put it on a top
So-
20 list.
So the game kind of bad. Like it's a very buggy game.
It
Why
is,
would you
like,
put a
today.
game? You just admitted the game's bad.
No, so
you have it on your top.
It,
No,
it is,
like, it's
it is
kinda-
fun. It is fun,
It's-
but I
it's
wouldn't
just a
say
lot of
it's
fun.
top tier.
Okay, games can be fun, but they don't need to be on your top 3 list.
That's because I find them fun. I play games because they're fun, not because they're good.
I play them because they're fun too, but just when they're good, they happen to be fun.
Yeah, they don't have to be like polished games to be fun to play. Look at Skyrim. That game's buggy as hell, and people enjoy it.
I mean, that's also that game was groundbreaking at the time.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's my top 3. It can be whatever I
All
want.
right.
Forest
Anyways.
is all right.
I just have, like, I don't know. I just played with my boys.
So is
Like,
the
we were
second
just-
one not that hype? I never played the second.
I actually haven't beat the second one yet.
Can't be
We're
that
still
good
playing
then,
through.
if you never beat it. The
I
second
just don't know what I'm doing in that game.
is that different from the first one?
Yeah, it's a whole new game.
Wow.
It's like
All right,
there's
Sebastian.
actual guns now.
Let's move on from the forest.
All right.
Let me get your top 3, and then we'll finish this episode up.
All right, this will be
My
quick because one of them overlaps.
Top 3 games.
Red Dead, that's my 3.
Okay.
2, Red Dead
Yes.
2, that overlaps with yours. Same reasons. My second, my 1 and 2 are kind of hard actually because both of them are in series, and I was like, I gotta pick like pretty much my favorite one out of these series, and I came down to Uncharted 2 for. My
I knew
number
that
2.
was going to be on there.
You knew it was gonna be 2.
I knew an Uncharted game would be on there.
Yeah. Uncharted 2 is the best one. But the boat part in Uncharted 3 is pretty good too. Anyways, Uncharted is cool. It's like playing... It's basically Mission Impossible, but a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Except he's way
Yeah.
funnier than the Mission Impossible
Nathan Drake's
guy.
an iconic character, so yeah.
Yeah. Too bad his movie was
All right,
shit.
what's your number 3?
My number 1...
Number 1. Sorry.
Technically, I guess my favorite game would be the Master Chief Collection, but if we're going like specific, it would be Halo 3, like within the Master Chief Collection.
This is based on nostalgia.
No, that's like a god tier game. Are you kidding me? That was like number 1 most played on Xbox for multiple years, and that was going against like top tier Call of Duties like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1.
Yeah, Halo was dominating at that time.
Another thing
I did
that
enjoy
fell
the
off.
Halo.
That was probably the beginning of the end.
Reach was the beginning of the end. Reach was the one where people started to be like divided on is it good or
I
not.
think three was the peak.
3 was definitely the peak, yeah.
Halo. I like Halo 3. Halo 3 is actually the first video game I think that I ever played, other like on a console that I owned myself.
Yeah.
Mine was Wally.
It was the first ever game that I played on the. It was the first ever game that I played on the Xbox 360 with Halo 3.
Or
And I
Hydro
remember
Thunder,
playing it,
one of the
and
two.
the only reason that you even played Halo is because of me, because I was like, "Holy shit!" I
And
can ride on
it was because
ATVs
of the
at same
Scarab
time.
level.
Yeah, I
the
was like,
storm.
"There's this big ass." I was like, "There's this big ass purple thing that we can fight together. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "I guess."
But quick wrap up here on Halo. I just think original Halos, Bungie Halos. I don't want to get too into the 343 hating stuff, but I prefer the Bungie Halos. The reason they were so good, to me at least, was there's just so much in it, you know? Like, you look at Call of Duty, most people don't really care about the campaign. It's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, it's
and then
after
some of them got your zombies, which is good too. But Halo had
Second that.
Halo had a huge community around multiple different things. They had the campaign people, and campaign was a big deal in Halo. It's not as
I
way
think all of
bigger
those
than Call of
communities
Duty.
kind of intermingled.
Exactly.
Everybody
You
liked
have
everything
the
about
the
the
like
game.
hardcore multiplayer. You have the custom games community, the forging community. Like, there's like Halo is just a good package. You had the theater people like that would make the like Red vs. Blue machinima type stuff.
Yeah,
Those were
yeah,
pretty
a lot
good.
of really good things came out of that.
Halo just had so many different communities. Like it was just like such a well put together package. Now Halo
It was
Reach
something for
isn't-
everyone.
Yeah, like Halo Reach isn't my favorite Halo, but it definitely was filled with the most content. You had like this insanely upgraded firefight, full campaign,
Forge really got
crazy
upgraded a lot,
upgraded
too,
Forge,
didn't
the
it?
best custom game so far. I prefer Halo 3s, but that's probably just nostalgia, I guess. But you know, that's my
Nostalgia's not
my
a
thing. That's my
invalid-
thing with Halo. You know, it just had
That was
so
a great-
there's so
that
much.
was a really good argument. That was a good argument.
Now you can't even play split
I'm
screen
on
co-op
board with you.
in campaign.
Yeah.
Or be an elite or an assassinate.
All the fun's gone.
I'm just sad. I hate modern Halo, unfortunately. But I'll keep buying them like an
Yeah.
idiot. So
I think that wraps up our. Well, it could be like Assassin's Creed, and you don't buy them anymore, like me. Could get to that.
Yeah,
point.
the last
It's kind of liberating.
the last one really
Where you
killed
put it
my
in.
hope because I was dumb enough to hope.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that kind of wraps up the first episode.
We're
It was a
episode
lot
0.
longer
Goodness.
than we expected.
My dog just busted down my door and scared the shit out of me. That's a perfect time to end because he's about to destroy everything in here.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, everyone. Like we said, every other Wednesday we're planning on releasing something. Normally,
Yeah, I think as of today, what day is it? This is a Saturday, so this will
it'll come out
post.
on Wednesday.
when you're seeing it, it'll be a Wednesday.
But normally they'll be
Hearing
longer
it.
than this.
Yeah, this one actually went longer than we wanted it to.
Yeah, but
That's okay.
We get carried away. All right, well, I think that's it. Good job, guys.
all right.
Keep it salty.